Hey guys, how's it going? Today I have a UU match for all of you against someone named 6 Medallions, who I played on Showdown a very long time ago. I've had this battle in my folder of battles for a really long time. Like, I definitely don't have this team anymore. I don't remember a whole lot about it. I think, okay, actually, yeah, I'm sure of the defensive core. Arcanine and Slowbro are both physically defensive. Zapdos especially defensive with Sub-Roost. I think it's Sub-Roost Toxic T-Bolt. Weavile is Swords Dance, Night Slash, Low Kick, and either Ice Punch or Ice Shard, I forgot. Scarf Darmanitan and Sub-3 attacks. Virizion. Kind of weird team going on. But looking at the other guy's team, he's probably going to lead with the Victini or the Mienshao, because Mienshao is generally a pretty good lead. So I'm just going to lead with my Darmanitan, most likely. Other than that, Sableye is going to be annoying, but if I play it right around Sableye, hopefully hit through confusion and stuff, then take him out, and let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to lead off with my Darmanitan as he/she leads off with Mienshao, and I thought that I would outspeed and go for the U-turn or the Flare Blitz. Turns out he has a Scarf Mienshao, so he's just going to take me out with the Reckless Boost High Jump Kick, but that allows me to go into Slowbro and tank that, which he ends up just switching out anyways. I was a little bit scared there when he brought in the Umbreon, because it kind of was a stupid play to go for Scald in case it got the burn, because then it'd be residual damage on me from Synchronize. But I just do it anyways. Here I'm just doing a little bit of switching around, trying to figure out what his Umbreon set is. He's just yawning. I guess he just needs something to get to sleep. But finally, when I switch out to Weavile, he decides to go for Foul Play, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially because I would have gotten the Justified boost on my Virizion. But oh well. Here, I didn't see the Protect coming. Probably should have maybe wanted to go for Swords Dance, but I didn't. And I ended up going for Night Slash, predicting him to bring in, I think it was Sableye that I thought I was going to bring in. But I ended up just taking myself out to Life Orb Recoil as he gets the Wish off, which I was kind of afraid of. But I do know his entire set now. His only attacking move is Foul Play, so Virizion shouldn't have a problem as long as he's behind his sub. I'm going to go for the double sub here on the Victini, thinking he's going to U-turn out of there. But it turns out that this Victini not only is Expert Belt or some random item, it's definitely not Choice or Life Orb, but he's a special Victini. And I found that kind of interesting, because I don't see very many special Victinis. The way I thought of it, like normal Victinis, like you can put like a Choice Band on him or a Choice Scarf and just run around with V-Create all day and U-turn and just annoy a whole team. Like, you can do so much damage to Gliders and stuff like that. And this special Victini didn't do those huge chunks of damage that physical Victini does, but it was just kind of like a thorn in my side the whole battle, kind of denting little holes in my team every now and then. Really annoying. Anyways, let's get back to the battle. I have my specially defensive Zapdos in against the Raikou. I don't see an item because I actually got the Toxic off, which would be even nicer if it was a sub-Calm Mindset. But we didn't see an item, so I'm assuming for the time being that that was Specs damage with the T-Bolt. He's going to switch into his Kingdra to go against my Zapdos. I don't really understand that switch. Maybe he thought good setup fodder. But Zapdos does have base 125 special attack or something. So even with no special attack investment, I am able to 2-hit KO the Kingdra from behind a sub with Thunderbolt and still be at a decent amount of HP for taking on his other stuff. However, I just end up leaving the Zapdos in as fodder against the what I'm assuming to be Choice Specs Raikou, because if he's gonna lock himself in on something, so I can go into Virizion, who has really nice special defense, and I can just tank hits. So I end up going into that Virizion. He ends up switching out into the Victini as I sub down, just wondering what he's gonna do. At this point, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the U-turn. I have seen Psychic, I have seen Blue Flare, And he's about to reveal another move, I think in the coming turns. I don't think he's shown it yet. Here, I was really hoping that I would be able to hit the Umbreon with Scald, but I don't think I have any special attack investment on that Slowbro, so oh well. And then I think finally here, no, it's the next time Virizion comes in. I'm going to bring in the Arcanine because Arcanine hasn't gotten a whole lot of screen time yet, and I figure Arcanine's a good play in case, like, I think at this point I wanted Arcanine to be sleep fodder. So I put him in to get status off on the Umbreon. Yeah, that's how it went, because I needed to wear down the Umbreon because I don't think anything can one-shot it, except maybe Virizion, but it'd be pretty tricky to play around those wishes and Sableye and stuff like that, you know? So anyways, I want to get Regenerator going on the Slowbro again, in order to take out the rest of his team, take on the rest of his team, I'd say. So I send in the Virizion afterwards, and I make what I think to be a smart play, and I'm able to take out his Umbreon with the Giga Drain. Just have to sacrifice myself going to sleep. He makes a really strange overprediction here, because he is locked into the Thunderbolt. Choice locked. I'm still assuming Specs at this point. I'm not sure, though, 100%. But if he were to lock himself into HP Ice, my other two Pokemon resist that, so I can understand why he went for Thunderbolt, thinking I'd switch out. But his Yawner is already asleep, so there's no point for me keeping Sleep Fodder as Sleep Fodder, since nothing else can go to sleep. And then I switch out with the Virizion into the Slowbro, predicting either the Psychic or the Blue Flare. And he pulls Grass Knot out of the bag, and that took me by surprise. I was not expecting that at all. So I switched into the Arcanine to take that predicted Grass Knot. Like, this is what I'm talking about, where he's just kind of the thorn in my side. Like, he's not hitting me, like, he's not taking anything out, you know? He's doing 50-some% with Grass Knot to Slowbro, 50-some% with Psychic to Arcanine. Just kind of a pain to deal with. And then I make a really obvious play, and I go for the Will-O-Wisp, I think it was, either Will-O-Wisp or Toxic on the switch. But he brings in his status fodder, which is his Raikou, and ends up just going for the T-Bolt. I'm going to bring in my Virizion in order to just get the Giga Drain off on the Raikou, but unfortunately he switches out into Victini. And so I'm just going to head back into Slowbro. He's not going to overpredict at all, just going to go for the safe Psychic. But he's going to go for the Grass Knot. I think it was 58% this time, which kind of scared me when I saw that HP bar going down. Here he gets a really high damage roll and gets 60%, and that scared me a lot because I didn't know how high his damage rolls could go. And I wasn't sure at all that the Scald would be able to take him out, because Victini is one of those legendaries that gets like base 100 in all stats or whatever, so I wasn't sure about that. I'm going to bring in the Arcanine now on the Mienshao because, you know, max HP, max defense. Arcanine is able to take Mienshao's hits for days. Stone Edge, I forgot how much Stone Edge does to this type of bulky Arcanine. But Arcanine is a pretty good check to Mienshao in UU. Here I'm going to make another obvious status play, going for the Will-O-Wisp on the Mienshao. So he just brings in the Raikou, and he's going to go for the Thunderbolt now. My Virizion doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose at this point. It might help against Sableye, but I don't know, I'm at such a low range of HP, I just kind of let it die to rack up an extra turn of toxic damage on the Raikou. Now I'm going to switch Slowbro and immediately go back out to Arcanine, because I just want to get the Regenerator for Slowbro, because there's only one way I can win this, and I would have to set up a Calm Mind, or possibly two Calm Minds, and take out both the Mienshao and the Sableye. Mienshao shouldn't be a problem because I do have the Psychic and I am physically defensive. So I'm just going to go for Calm Mind here on the Sableye, and as he goes for Taunt, I actually go for the Scald, get the critical hit and the burn. So I take out the Sableye in one hit, and that was a huge turn of events. Slowbro 1v3. Here he's going to just go for the super effective damage, since he is Scarf, not Life Orb or anything, and only does less than 30%. And I'm able to take out the Mienshao with a Psychic to finish off the game. 51 turns, decent length. Pretty long actually, not gonna lie. But that was a really, really nice battle up until the hacks to end it. But it was really intense, those hacks. I remember when I played this, I went crazy. Not literally, but like in my head, okay? But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and come back next time.